1 week from tomorrow night, Darius Rucker will be at Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center with Big Machine label group recording artists Lady Antebellum, just signed this week to the Big Machine record group. We are hanging out with CEO Scott Borchetta here this morning, who is doing some television, so is on the phone with us. Good morning, Scott. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And we have, in his very first interview ever as a Big Machine label group artist, Mr. Charles Kelley from Lady Antebellum.
Yes.
Good morning and congratulations.
Thanks, man. I know. That was really cool to hear that. That's the first time I've heard that. That's a nice introduction.
You guys shocked Nashville, if not the larger world, with this announcement. How long had things been in the works for you guys to start working with Big Machine Records?
Well, it's definitely been some conversations behind the scenes. We have, a lot of history with Jimmy over there as well. He had kind of broken our first few singles when he was working at Capitol Records, and just over the past 10 years, we've just watched that label grow and watched their successes. And when it came time that our deal was up, we're just looking for some new blood, some new passion, and they definitely showed it.
It's funny when you say you watch them grow, and speaking of new blood, Big Machine has always, and Scott, I think you'll understand where I'm going with this, so just ride it out with me.
Okay.
It's like Walking Dead. The zombies come to town, and they start... you can either run from the zombies or just go, you know what, go ahead and bite me, because I'm going to eventually be a zombie anyway.
I never thought about that, but I guess we're the Nashville zombies. There you go.
There you go.
You are. Y'all just kind of slowly kind of, everybody's coming under your wing.
Yeah. Congratulations also, Charles. Lady Antebellum, CMA nominees for Vocal Group of the Year again this year. I don't know how far back I see you at the award shows, but you guys are consistently there every single time.
It definitely is something we don't take for granted. I mean, I think even this move over to Big Machine and working with Scott is another example of us as a band wanting to keep grinding, and we've got a lot more that we that we want to say, and a lot more that we want to prove to ourselves as artists, and so we never take it for granted to still be in the conversation. I mean, that's our goal. We want to have one of those careers like Tim McGraw, like Reba, all those bands that have just and artists that are able to survive, over decades, and that's what we want to do.
Talking to Charles Kelley from Lady Antebellum, newly signed to the Big Machine label group, and Big Machine CEO Scott Borchetta is also on the phone with us. Scott told us that you guys have already given him a bunch of new music to start looking at.
We have. We gave him some new music, and he gave us some of his vodka. So I thought that was a pretty good.
He's a good trade. Is that what he pays his artists? That's good. That's good.
I know. It was funny. I mean, it did feel like we're kind of new artists again. I mean, I remember when we first signed. We had that hunger, and it was like, oh, you got to listen to this. Oh, you got to listen to this. And we kind of feel that again. We've been writing a ton out here on the road. Like you said on the phone, we're out here with Darius Rucker, and we got this new artist, Russell Dickerson, out here. And, I mean, we've already been writing. We've written a couple with Darius out here, written about 3 or 4 with Russell that, for us and for them. And I don't know. It really does feel like we've got, definitely got that itch back to try to really do something special.
Now, Lady Antebellum and Darius Rucker here, as I mentioned, a week from Friday at Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center, a week from tomorrow night. And this is a co-headlining tour, so you guys do a set, he does a set. I'm assuming you come out and do Wagon Wheel with him. Does he come out and do songs with you during your set?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's really cool how we did it. Russell goes up, and then Darius plays, and I actually hop up and do our new single, Straight to Hell with Darius, and then, we do our set, and then Darius comes back. I mean, it not to spoiler alert. I mean, you can assume that that's what's going to happen.
Well, now I'm not coming.
It's definitely very collaborative, and it's just a night full of radio hits. Thanks to you guys, the support from you guys, the fans. I mean, it really is a whole night between the two of us and even Russell of sing-alongs. And it took us a long time to get there, and it feels cool to be there where you're playing an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's all sing-alongs, and that's what we've always wanted to do.
Now, when anyone is in the orbit of Lady Antebellum, they must have a decent golf game. Scott, have you been brushing up on your skills on the golf course?
You know what? I am not a golfer. Charles is great. I have a great team. So what I do is I sponsor the foursome, and I drive the high performance golf cart. That's my
There you
car.
go. Full of Big Machine vodka, of course.
You know it.
Yeah,
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott doesn't know anything about golf, and I don't know anything about races, so it's a good partnership.
There you go. There you go.
You can lean into it all. Yeah. Now, Charles, are you? I mean, you're on the road with the other biggest golfer in country music, Darius Rucker, and I'm assuming you guys are playing during this tour. Do you have plans to hit a golf course here in Indiana when you're here next week?
I hope so. Darius is always my guy that has it worked out. You know, it's funny. He's been doing this a lot longer than me, and he's got all the contacts, and so he always just honestly texts me the night before and said, "Hey, you want to play this great golf course?" And it's always some world-class golf course. But you'll have to. I don't know if you're going to end up talking to Darius anytime soon, but you'll have to rub it in. He's down pretty good to me right now.
Oh, really?
We got a little running bet going. At the end of the tour, somebody's got to pull out their checkbook, and right now it's Darius. But
how much per hole?
That for him. He can afford it. He doesn't have to split things 3 ways like I do.
Well, you know what? You need to get Dave and Hillary out there and play a best ball scramble then to get them kind of earning their money too.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, you know what, Dave? You know this, but Charles, there is a world-class golf course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I'm sure that we can hook you up over there.
You know a guy that knows the guy?
We know a guy.
He is the guy. He doesn't need to know
yeah.
people. He is the guy, Charles. You got to learn that working with Scott Borchetta now at Big Machine Records. Congratulations again on the new signing, and best of luck to you. I said this to Scott earlier this morning. I think you guys have such untapped potential. I'm really looking forward to hear how you collaborate with the team over there at Big Machine.
Yeah, we're definitely, I can't say it enough. We're just, we're re-inspired by how excited and inspiring they are. And so I think that's going to lead to some real art and taking some chances again, which is what we want to do. So sounds good, man. Well, good talking to you guys. I'm about to get up and try to go take a run and get this dad bod off.
Hey, you're a dad now. Embrace it. All right. And we'll see you next Friday. All right. Thanks, Charles. There you go.
Guys.
Charles Kelley from Lady Antebellum and Scott Borchetta, the CEO of the new record label that Lady Antebellum is a part of, Big Machine Records. Here's Lady A, Heartbreak, on Country 97.1 Hank FM, Indy's #1 for new country.